Good evening. You're watching PBS English News. I'm Veronica Lin. A high school student in northern Taiwan has been infected with COVID-19 and his class has been suspended for 14 days. The student's teachers are also being asked to cancel all their other classes. However, a teachers group says this will have a huge impact on the teachers, and up to 25% of teachers at that school may not be able to teach their classes normally anymore. The first confirmed COVID-19 student case has caused this class to be suspended. However, what's more worrisome is that the student's activity circle was very big and he may have traveled across many cities. New Taipei City Mayor Hou You-yi says he has asked schools to raise their vigilance level, and the city now is taking unprecedented actions and asked all its teachers and students at the high school level and below to remain in Taiwan until the end of June. As global stock markets, livelihoods and economies are shaken by the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ministry of Finance announced today that people who are affected by COVID-19 can extend their tax payments up to a year. Meanwhile, as to whether the National Financial Stabilization Fund will step in to support the market, the finance minister said that they're still monitoring the market very closely. Now we'll bring you the top stories from around the nation. Starting tomorrow, all nationals returning from Europe will be required to self-quarantine for 14 days. This will put a heavy strain on shift schedules of airline operators, and they are hoping to get an exemption. A man from Tainan was ordered to self-quarantine after returning from Hong Kong. However, he ignored the order and attended a temple activity on March 14th. He was caught and heavy fines are likely to be imposed. A 34-year-old man in Zhanghua reportedly struck his 4-year-old stepson repeatedly and left the boy in the middle of a major road before going back to sleep. The boy was found dead when the police arrived. Beijing has raised its disease prevention level with a very strict disease prevention measure. Starting today, anyone flying into Beijing will have to undergo a checkup immediately after disembarking before being sent to a concentrated quarantine site for 14 days of quarantine, of which the travelers will have to pay for. Let's take a look at some international news today. U.S. President Donald Trump said he was very happy after the Federal Reserve cut interest rates to near zero on Sunday in another emergency move to shore up the U.S. economy amid the escalating COVID-19 pandemic. Slovakia has declared a state of emergency to contain the coronavirus outbreak and ordered the closure of all shops except food stores, pharmacies, banks, petrol stations, and post offices starting from Monday. Italians showed their resilience once again on Sunday night as the residents took to their windows and balconies up and down the country to wave flags and cheer as a part of another flash mob to help raise morale. Now back to Taiwan. As people wear face masks to prevent infecting COVID-19, some people who would like to seek beauty treatments see it as a perfect opportunity to cover up their faces without anyone noticing during the recovery period. However, there are several cases of complications resulting from these treatments. Let's take a look. Thank you for watching PBS English News. I'm Veronica Lin. See you next time.